Namaste, warm welcome. My name is Hazam and I'm here with WGC, and today we're going to take you through a yoga flow for releasing tension from the hips, opening the hips and releasing the shoulders. Okay, so let's begin. Closing the eyes, placing your hands in any mudra or any position that's comfortable, and just taking a moment to arrive in this moment, in the present, in the here and now. Be aware of the natural breath flowing in and out of the body. And start to connect with the body itself, feeling your bottom touching the earth, the position of your feet, the way your hands are placed on your body, the upper lip touching the bottom lip, the tongue, the eyes, and the breath expanding and contracting the body. Move your awareness down to the level of the abdomen. And as you breathe in naturally, just and allow it to expand as much as you comfortably can, releasing any tension from the abdomen area. And move your awareness up to the area of the chest. Again, allowing the chest to expand as much as it likes with the inhalation, and slowly release, sinking the chest. Taking your awareness to the area of the shoulders. Try to relax and soften the energy in the shoulders. And then flow your awareness down to your hands, the palms, the fingertips, feeling the energy, the warmth, the expansion in the area of the hands. And keeping your awareness on this point in the hands, start to open the arms. Keep the connection with the hands, opening the arms wide, spreading the fingers, open the chest. Take a deep inhale, expand the body in both directions. And exhale, squeeze the core. Taking the hands to the center. Hold the energy in your core for a moment. Press on the sitting bones, relax your hips, relax your shoulders, and then inhale. Deep inhale, breathe into the back. Keep your connection to your hands. Spread the fingers, open the chest, roll the shoulders into the back body and relax your hips. Exhale. Strong core, strong Manipura chakra. Hold for a moment and then inhale. Expand the body, make the Ujjayi breath, victorious breath sound in the throat. The sound of the sea in the back of the throat, and exhale one last time. Hold in the breath, hold the energy in the pit of your core. Bring the hands closer to the chest. And then as we inhale, open the arms. And we'll say Om as we bring the hands, drawing them together. We'll say Om 3 times. Om. The Om finishes when your hands touch. Keep your awareness on your hands. Inhale, open. Om. And once again, relax your shoulders. Inhale, open your arms. Open the chest, take the arms all the way behind you. Point the fingers towards the bottom. Lift the pelvic floor, lift the hips. Open the chest. Exhale, coming down. Keep the shoulders squeezing into the back body. Change and squeezing the shoulders back, rolling them out into the back body. Engage your core. Lift the pelvic floor already, and then lift up the hips. You can lift the chin slightly up, keep squeezing the shoulders back. Take a deep breath, breathe into the center of the chest, and exhale, release. Bending the knees, uncross the legs. Straighten the legs up into Navasana using the hip flexors. We'll come into Navasana, which is really good for the hip flexors and engaging the core. So taking your knees together, lift the feet up. You can keep the knees bent for the first one. Beyond the glutes and the sitting bones, but not the tailbone. Strong core, straighten your arms. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bend the knees and hugging the knees in. Squeeze the core. Inhale, coming into Navasana. Staying for 5, 4, keep the knees together. 3, shoulders back, open your collarbones. 2, and 1. Slowly coming back. Take a deep inhale, stretch your arms above your head. Re-lengthen, take your shoulders, roll them back. And one more deep inhale. Exhaling. Take your right knee in towards your chest, hugging the right knee. Take a deep inhale. And exhale. Grab hold of your right big toe. You can also use a strap if you need as a prop. If you don't have the flexibility in your hamstrings. Otherwise, use your 2-piece fingers to grab hold of your big toe and slowly straightening up the right leg. Important to keep your left leg grounded, the back of the left knee pressing down into the ground, and you can flex your left foot. So flexing the right toe as well. Try and relax your shoulder back, your right shoulder, and breathe 5 deep breaths into your hamstring. Push through the heel. Also the big toe mound, push in this area. And breathe 5 deep breaths. Keep your thigh rotating gently inwards. And then relax the grip, but keep holding. Relax your arm and slowly take your right leg out to the right side, gently pushing your right heel forwards, opening the right hip and the right groin. Try and keep your left hip grounded, your left leg totally pushing into the earth. You can turn your head in the opposite direction. And 5 deep Ujjayi breaths. Try and breathe and bring awareness, prana, life force, vitality into each cell in the body. So awareness of the body with the breath. Really help to release any blockages in the energy body, breathing deep. Let go of any kind of thoughts in the mind and just focus totally on the breath. And on the next inhale, relax your grip a little bit, relax your leg. You can also micro bend the knee. Coming up, inhaling, straightening your leg. Switch your hands and take your right leg to the left side. Carefully. You can turn your head to the right, taking your right leg to the left side. Staying for 5 breaths. Try and really relax your lumbar spine. And breathe through the tension. Push your right heel forward. Flex your toe. Breathe it in. And on the next inhale, bending the knee, coming back. Take your outside of your right foot and bring your knee down to the right side. In this half happy baby pose. Five breaths. And then taking your right heel up on top of your left hip, above your left hip, parallel to the left hip, and coming into this pigeon, reclining pigeon position. Your left knee goes onto your right ankle. Inhale, stretch your arms. Take a deep breath into the back, roll the shoulders back. And exhale, thread your right arm in between the triangle in your legs. Grab hold of the bottom of your left knee and wrap your left arm around, clasping your fingers. And 5 deep breaths, stretching the piriformis. And on the next inhale, release your left leg. Your right foot should be on your knee. Keeping your right foot on your knee, straighten your left leg. So right foot on the knee. And then we take our left hand onto the right knee and rolling gently. Let's roll left and right a little bit. Widen your right arm. And then a gentle twist, taking your right knee to the left side. Turn your head to the right. Keep your right shoulder grounded. If it's coming off the ground, just come back, press it down, and then roll back with your right knee. Don't push too much. Just a gentle twist, breathing. Also feel the twist, feel the stretch on the outside of the right thigh. Send the breath into each cell in the body. 5 breaths in total. And slowly rolling back, taking both knees together, roll left and right. And then straighten out your right leg, pull your left knee towards your chest. Push your right heel forward, flexing both feet. Grab hold of the left toe, and then straighten up as you inhale. Keep breathing in and straightening the left leg, pulling it towards your body. Press the left heel up. And 5 deep breaths. Breathe, lengthen the hamstring. And then softening your arm, slowly open up your left leg to the left side, opening your left hip. So, 5 deep breaths. And on the next inhale, slowly taking your leg up. You can micro bend the knee until you get up. Just changing the hands. And then rolling the other side. You can turn your head. Try and keep your left shoulder down. You can walk your foot up higher. 5 deep breaths. On the next inhale, bending your knee, coming back, grab hold of the outside of the foot and taking the left knee down almost underneath your armpit. Five breaths, breathing into the hip socket. And then inhale, taking your left foot parallel to your right hip. Take your right knee. Inhale, lengthen your arms, and exhale, stretching the piriformis as we did before. 5 deep breaths. Think about nothing but breath in connection to the body. Try and let go of any heaviness. Think about expanding the body with the breath. And then release, straighten your right leg. Put your left foot on your right knee. Hand on the knee and gently twist. Stretch your left arm, turn your head to the left. And stretch your knee to the right gently. 5 breaths. And on the next inhale, gently rolling back and bending both knees, rolling left and right. Straighten the legs down to the ground and going into Nabhyasana, which is kind of like a half boat pose. So keeping your lower back on the ground, we lift the legs slightly up, lift the shoulders off the ground and have a strong core. Staying for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, stretch your arms above the head. Taking a deep inhale, and as we exhale, coming into Nabhyasana, shoulders and legs off the ground, keep your lower back down, rotate your thighs internally. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, stretching the arms above the head, and exhale, hugging the knees, bring the chest close to the thighs, and we start to roll up and down on the lower back and the upper back. Keep your hands on your legs. And rolling all the way to seated position, crossing your legs. Inhale, opening the chest, opening your arms. And exhale, placing the hands down on the ground, spreading your fingers, coming into this cat-cow position. Clear hands, press firmly down on the palms. Rotate your upper arms externally. And inhale, lifting your chest and lifting your tailbone up, arching the spine. Exhale, rounding the spine. Inhaling, arching. Exhale, rounding the spine. One more, inhale. Exhale, rounding. And then start to move your shoulders and your hips. Just freeing up the spine. Moving any way that feels good for you, making circles and spinal waves. releasing the neck. And relax, arching the spine, taking the bottom back, touching the feet with the bottom, and then exhale, bring the head down, round the spine, squeeze the core, keep rounding, then inhale, and your shoulders go in line with the wrists. Inhale, lift your head, chest, and keep arching, taking your bottom back. As soon as it touches the feet, rounding, warming up the spine, inhaling up, arching, touching, engage your core, engage your spine, engage your back. Try to be connected to the entire body, arching, bring the head, strong core, and then coming up to neutral spine, walk your hands in front and bring your chin and your chest down. Make sure your chin's on the ground rather than your forehead, and pushing the ground, feeling the stretch from underneath the armpits. Squeeze the shoulders back gently, staying for 10 breaths. Melting your heart towards the earth. So really relax your chest area. And 2 more breaths. Spread your fingers. Inhaling, coming down, bringing your hips to the ground, into the Sphinx pose, spreading your fingers, pressing firmly down on the hands, taking your shoulders back and bringing your chest forward. So almost pulling on the ground with your hands, taking your elbows back and your chest forward, staying for 5 breaths. And then interlacing the fingers, tuck the toes under, coming into a downward dog or dolphin version. As you inhale, take your chin down towards the ground, above the hands. Exhale, coming back into this dolphin. Inhale, we'll do 5. Exhale, strengthening the shoulders. Inhale, chin. Exhale, and 2 more in your own pace. Bring your knees down, walk the hands in front, bring your chin down. Back to this puppy stretch or anahatasana. And we'll breathe into Cobra. So keep your nose and your chest close to the ground and come forward like a snake. When your shoulders go in line with your wrists, lift your chest up, scooping your chest, squeeze your shoulders down and back. Lift your chest up, the shoulders down. Good. Exhaling. Bring your bottom down to your heels. Inhale, scoop up into Cobra. And exhale, tuck the toes under and push the ground into downward facing dog. Spread the fingers, feet hip width apart. You can walk your legs, bending one knee at a time. Just do whatever feels good for your legs. Stretching the back of the heels. Keep your shoulders rotating externally. Going into the back body, relax your neck. You can nod the head gently. Release all of the tension in your eyes and your jaw, your mouth. You can look at your feet to relax your neck more. Lift the abdomen, the lower abdomen, in and up. Push the ground, one line of energy from the hands to the hips. And then bring the knees down. Lift the head up, lift the chest, arching the spine. We're going to bend the elbows as you exhale. Keep the elbows close to the ribs. Relax your shoulders back and then press your hips down. Scoop the chest up, shoulders back. Open your collarbones nice and wide. Take a deep breath in, lifting the chest. And exhale, pushing downward facing dog. Lifting the tailbone up. This time push the back of the legs to the back of the room. Lengthen your spine by pressing the hands, lifting the tailbone, taking your shoulders back, relaxing your neck, and think of the spine lengthening. Lifting your right leg up, taking your right foot between your hands, dropping your left knee. Take your right hand onto your right knee and lift your left arm up and back. Keep your right hand anchoring you to the knee. Stretching back. Exhaling. So also press into this left hip flexor, the front of the left hip. Stretching the hip. Exhaling, taking your left hand down on the inside of the right foot. Keep pressing firmly on your right. Open your left arm. Squeeze the shoulder back, rotate the shoulder externally. Taking 3 deep breaths, look up at your hand. Keep your right knee in. And keep that hip flexor engaged on the left side. Exhale, taking your right hand down. Walk your hands on the inside of the foot. And bring your forearms down like we did in Sphinx. You can either bring 1 down or 2. For the full lizard, keep your head up, your back of your neck straight, looking straight down. And keep your knee in towards your shoulder. 5 breaths. Breathing into the groin. Feel both the hip flexor on the left and the groin on the right active. And on the next inhale, walk your hands back, straightening your right leg. You can move your left knee back slightly and flexing your right foot. Come on the tips of your fingers. And we can flow here, exhaling, bending the knee, stretching the left hip flexor, Inhaling, straighten the leg. I'll do 4 more times. Exhale. Flow. And exhale, bending the knee, this time taking both arms up, pressing into the left hip flexor, stretching back, exhaling, taking both hands down, either side of the foot, tuck your left toe under and lift your right leg up and back. Good, lift as high as you can, keep your right thigh rotated in so that your knees parallel to the ground. Exhale, take your right knee to your right elbow, strong core, open your hip, inhale back, exhale knee to chest, inhale back, exhale knee to left elbow, inhale back, open your right hip, taking your right foot back behind you gently, not coming into wild thing just yet, opening your hip, and then exhale, will come into pigeon, taking your right foot towards your left wrist. The more parallel is better, but it's more difficult. You can also just, so there's 2 ways. One's to make the leg totally straight like that, or the other is to draw it more in towards the hip. For easier, you can also use props like cushions underneath your hip, underneath your sitting bone. Inhale, opening the chest. 5 deep breaths. Try and relax your hips and be on the center. And on the next inhale, lengthen up. And exhale, let's fold down gently. Resting your head either on your arms and the hands. And staying here for about 30 seconds. Keep your hips pressing down, be in the center of the hip area, not leaning to one hip or the other, being totally in the center, breathing, softening, relaxing, no pushing or straining. And then taking your hands down underneath the shoulders, tuck your left toe under and release. Take your right leg up, open up the right hip, and if it's available to you, you can take your foot all the way down into wild thing. Stretch your right arm, open your chest, push your hips up, and exhale. Coming back, 3-legged dog. Exhaling, let's come back into the pigeon position with the same leg, right foot. Press your hips down. This time we take our left leg up, wrap it over the right knee. Try and keep both sitting bones down, being evenly on both sitting bones, and stretching the outside of the left thigh. Opening your collarbones, shoulders down and back. Inhaling, taking the left arm up, rotating, place your left hand behind, plant it into the ground. On the next inhale, raising your right arm up. Now feel the sitting bones, your foundation in the ground. your earth as you twist, taking your right elbow on the outside of the left knee. You can either place your hand on your hip, or can, for more difficult, placing it on the right knee, or you can also come into a bind if it's available to you. If you can don't overstretch to go into the bind. Keep your spine straight. Inhaling up and exhaling to twist deeper. So inhaling, we lengthen our spine, and exhaling, twist a bit deeper, taking the left shoulder back. Two more deep breaths. And on the next inhale, release. Do a little twist in the opposite direction, an open twist. Coming down. Inhaling, taking the left foot back into that pigeon position. Take the hands down. Tuck your left toe, lifting your right leg up in the air for three-legged dog. Slowly going into plank as you inhale. Coming to three legs plank. If it's too much, you can drop your foot. Otherwise, shoulders over the wrists. Coming forward with the chest, bending the elbows. Press your right foot down and lift up into upward facing dog or cobra. If you go upward facing dog, take your knees off the ground, top of the feet on the ground. Open your chest and your collarbone. And exhale, dropping into child's pose. Let's go for a wide-legged child's pose to keep the hip open. Dropping down. And on the next inhale, stretching the arms in front, we'll breathe into cobra. Keep the legs open nice and wide. And tuck the toes under, going into downward facing dog. And keep the legs as wide as you like. Staying for 3 breaths. Lengthen your spine. Feel the strength in the inner thighs. And lifting the left leg up, placing between the hands, dropping your right knee down. Take your left hand onto your left knee and rise up. Take your right arm up, leaning back. Open your shoulder, externally rotating. Exhale, taking your right hand down. Open your left arm. Keep your left knee in. 3 breaths in this position. Taking your shoulder back. Keeping your collarbones open. And exhale, taking your hands on the inside of the foot, coming into the lizard position, bending your elbows. One more deep inhale, and exhale, coming back. Walk your foot back to the middle. Inhale, rising up both arms, pressing into that right hip flexor. 3 breaths. Exhale, bring the hands down, straightening the left leg, flexing the left foot. Exhale, bring the left foot down, inhaling up, and start to flow, activating the hip flexor on the right thigh and stretching the hamstrings on the left. Coming down, inhale, taking your arms up, press into the right hip flexor. Exhale, coming down, tuck your right toe under. Inhale, lifting up, coming into three-legged dog, opening your left hip. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale up. Exhale, knee to chin. Inhaling. Exhale, other elbow. Inhale up. Open the hip. And then coming into pigeon, taking your left foot to your right wrist. Coming into pigeon. Taking your right leg back. Be on the center. Not leaning into either hip. Open your collarbones and 5 breaths. 5 breaths deep. Shoulders back. Press into your foundation in the legs. Squeeze the hips gently together to grow your spine. And on the next exhale, release down into sleeping swan. Just softening. Allow the body to be soft and relaxed. Try and connect with your energy and see how it feels in this moment. Try and develop a sense of ease, softness, flow, fluidity, rather than effort, tension, or resistance. It's more about letting go and connecting to the body energetically. And then taking your hands under the shoulders, tuck your right toe in. Inhale, lifting up, opening your left hip, taking it down behind you into Wild Thing. Open your left arm, open your chest. Deep inhale, exhale, taking your left hand down and swinging your left leg back into pigeon. Pressing your hips down, lift your right leg over your left knee. Ardha Matsyendrasana, half Lord of the Fishes pose. Make sure you have both sitting bones down. Inhale, lift your right arm. Try and create space between your right hip and your ribs. Taking your right hand behind. Inhale, lifting your left arm. Spread your fingers, keep that length in the spine. And then twisting, take your left elbow over the right knee. On the inhale, lengthen the spine. On the exhale, twist a bit deeper. Try and twist with the entire spine. Use the thoracic spine. Feel the entire spine just twisting. Bringing energy, vitality. Removing old ideas, staleness, stiffness and stuck energy. You can do any variation as we did before. You can come into a twist, into a bind, sorry. Inhale, try and open your collarbones, lift the crown of the head up, lengthen that spine, and only on the exhale, twisting. One more deep inhale. Feel your sitting bones grounding. And exhale, relax. Twist the other direction. Inhale, coming up. And come back, taking your right foot back into pigeon. Place your hands down, tuck your left toe. Lifting your right leg up. As high as you can go. Inhale into plank. Coming down, chaturanga, dropping your left foot and lift up, upward dog if possible, or cobra. Rotate your shoulders back, pull away from your feet, keep the back of the neck long. Inhale and exhale, coming into child's pose, come into a wide-legged child's pose. And just take a moment of rest. Just let everything go, release your eyes, release the mouth, the heart, the stomach, the pelvic area, the feet. And just take a moment to connect deep inside. Inhaling, let's breathe into Cobra, Bhujangasana. Pressing your hips down. Exhale, back into child's pose. Inhale, breathing into Cobra, this time bending the knees. Exhaling, taking the bottom down. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Bending the knees. Press the hips down. Stomach and chest. Grab hold of the feet. So grabbing hold of the outside of the ankles with the hands. Start to pull your shoulders back gently. And then again, keeping it gentle, pulling back the feet and lifting the knees. Keep the knees close together. We're stretching the shoulders. Last to come up is the chest and the head. Try and lift the knees gently off the ground. Open your chest. Keep rotating the shoulders out. Taking 5 deep breaths. And release a little bit. Keep your hands on your feet, but release the tension. Roll over to the left side, lifting your right hip and your right shoulder, pulling the feet away. 5 deep breaths. Open your chest. Keep pulling the hands, keep the shoulders engaged. And slowly coming back, rolling onto your chest, strong core, pull the feet back, open the chest, 1 deep breath, and exhale, rolling to the left side, roll to the right side, open your chest, pull the feet away, rounding the spine, Keep the shoulders engaged, pulling the feet back. And exhale, coming back to center. And finally, let's release the arms for a moment, stretch them in front, and take them back. Grab the inside of the ankles and pull the feet back. Keep pulling back the feet. Open the chest. 5 breaths. One more deep inhale, pull back. And exhale, release. Widening the arms, bring the chest down and the chin. Five breaths here, relaxing. Make the breath soft and subtle. Take the shoulders back. And inhale, taking the left foot up. Open your left hip. Roll onto the right side. Roll over to your right shoulder. Try and let go of any intention. Just let the weight of the body do the opening. Allow the left hip to open and the right shoulder. You can place your left hand there in front of you or on your hip or on the lower back and soften. Think soft, and we'll stay here for about 45 seconds. Relax your eyes, your neck, your jaw, your hands and fingers, your chest, your stomach, your hips, the groin and the feet area. And exhale, rolling back onto your front. Stretching your arms. Let's breathe in, taking the arms and the legs up. Keep the thighs rotated in. Take a deep inhale, exhale, coming down. One more deep breath, lift up. Keep breathing in. Exhale, taking the chest down, lifting the right leg up, opening your right hip, dropping it down and stretching. Just release your weight onto the side and let go. Staying for 45 seconds approximately. Connect to your body and feel the chest and the shoulders opening. And exhale, release, come back to center. Let's do one more breath, opening the arms, breathing into the spine, deep breath in. And exhale, taking the hands under, bend the knees, coming onto all fours. Inhale, taking the right leg back, stretching the left arm forward. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, stretching. Dropping your left arm, bending your knee, looking up. Opening your right hip, taking your foot down. Opening your arm. Open the chest. Deep breath in. And exhale, taking your right hand down, bend the knee. Take your right hand, thread it through, and place the back of the tricep on the ground, the side of the head on the right side, and walk your left arm in front. And we stay for 5 breaths. Try to center yourself in the chest. And inhale, taking your right hand out in front, drop your chin and your chest. Take a deep breath into the back. Take your hands back onto all fours, taking your right leg back. And exhale, your right knee goes towards your right wrist. Walk your left foot back, coming into this frog position, half frog. Taking your elbows and forearms down. And you can fold down, and we'll stay for about 8 breaths. And taking your hands under your shoulders, come back onto all fours, take the right knee back, inhale, left leg back, right arm forward, exhale, elbow to knee, inhale, stretch, exhale, elbow to knee, inhale, stretching, taking your right hand down, bending your left knee, opening up, look up, arching the spine, open the hip, take it back, open your left arm, spread your fingers, open your chest, deep breath in, exhale, taking your left knee down, threading your arm, dropping the side of the head, walking your right arm in front, 5 breaths. And on the next inhale, release your left arm, take it out in front, drop your chin and your chest, take a deep breath into the back, exhale, coming onto all fours, taking the left leg back again, take the knee towards your left wrist, take it wider, and coming into this half frog position, opening your left hip, dropping down,
And we'll stay for 8 breaths. Inhale, hands under the shoulders, come back onto all fours. Walk your bottom back to your heels. Inhale, breathing in to Cobra. Press your hips down. Exhaling, coming onto all fours. Bring your forearms down, and this time your right hip, your right knee open, your left knee coming into frog, flexing the feet. Keep your hips in line with the knees, and you can stay in this position, resting. We'll stay for about 45 seconds. Opening the hips. You can also place cushions under your knees if it's uncomfortable or sensitive. Breathing into the groin area, just softening, relaxing. Try and relax the eyes and breathe into the hips. Don't push or strain, just relax and soften. And inhale, taking the knees together, sitting back onto the heels. In Vajrasana, open your chest. Lifting up onto the knees. Taking your hands onto the hips, pull back. Press the hips forward, activate the thighs. Feel the quads engage. Reach back to your heels, grabbing hold of the heels if it's possible, and pressing the hips forward. Roll the shoulders back. If it's too much, you can just keep your hands on your hips or onto the calves. Keep your shoulders rolling back. 2 more deep breaths. Keep pressing your hips forward like your arms are anchors, so you're pulling away from your arms. Stretching the shoulders, and exhale, take the hands on the hips and taking the head down by the knees. Inhaling, coming up, and the final of the asanas, widen the legs. You can paddle your legs out, flexing the feet. Take the flesh internally rotated, internally rotate the thighs a little bit. You can take the sitting bones back. Inhale, lifting the arms up. Exhale, leaning to the right side, grab hold of your right toe with your right hand and take your left arm to the right side. Press both legs down firmly. Inhale up to center. Open the chest, keep the collarbones open, lean to the left side. Try and keep the structure of your spine as you lean to the left. Roll your right shoulder back. Inhaling up, flexing your feet. You can paddle a little bit just to loosen up. Take the hands in front, lift the abdomen in and up. Exhale, walk a little bit forward if it's available. Try and press the back of the knees onto the ground. Try not to round your back. You can use a cushion under your sitting bones to give you more height, especially if your pelvis is tilting. Keep your collarbones open is the secret. And forward only when it's available to you, and softening in 45 seconds, breathing. Press the heels forward, flexing the feet. You can spread the toes. Always accept where you're at in this posture. Even if you could sometimes come forward all the way to the ground, other times it's not available to you, that's okay. Just stay where you are, enjoy and breathe. It's not about reaching the ground. Try and relax your chest, relax your eyes. Press firmly on the sitting bones. Lift the abdomen in and up. Not straining to come forward. Just letting the body open up naturally. Pushing the heels. Taking the shoulders back. Breathing. Feel like two rivers of energy are flowing from the hips towards the feet. Feel the spine is long and at ease. You can take the pubic bone up, tailbone up, pubic bone back and up. Keep pulling the shoulders back. Trying to bring the chin and the chest towards the ground. And inhale, release. And closing the legs. Bring the knees in towards the body. Inhale into boat Navasana, strong core. Staying for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the feet together, open the hips, grab hold of the feet, interlace the fingers, start to butterfly the knees down. Press into the sitting bones, lift the chest, widen your collarbones. Try and shake the flesh off of the thighs, loosening up, helping the lymphatic system. And bring the knees together. Inhale, open. Pressing into the sitting bones, start to reach forward with the chest, open the feet, lift the abdomen in and up, and coming down, staying for 8 breaths. Again, not trying too hard. Go to about 50% effort. Find your edge, where the stretch is beginning, and just breathe there. Let the hips open naturally. Make sure you're evenly on both hips. Relax your eyes, your jaw. Take your shoulders back. You can press your elbows gently into your legs to bring the knees down towards the ground. And inhaling, coming up, bring the knees together, taking them apart, take the hands behind you, bring the elbows to the ground, coming in this diamond shape for Supta Baddha Konasana.
keep your hips stuck to the ground, but try and lengthen your lower back. Keeping your sacrum on the ground, lengthen your lower back, and then bring it down gently. Open your chest. You can bring the feet closer to the body if you wish. And staying for about 8 breaths. Try and relax, let go. Bring the knees gently together, straightening the legs up. Grab hold of the outside of the feet, straighten the legs up, and then widen the legs gently, pressing through the heels. Taking 3 deep breaths. Take the shoulders back. Push the heels. On the next inhale, bending the knees. Keep grabbing the outside of the feet and start to roll on the sacrum gently, slowing down time in Ananda Balasana, happy baby. Try and keep your awareness on the ground and the sacrum rolling on the ground. Slow down everything. Remain in touch with the energy of the body, with the center of the chest. Relax your shoulders. Bring your awareness to the hips and feel how the energy in the hips is changing as you roll from left to right. It starts off as a solidified, intense feeling in one hip, and as you roll to the other side, it dissolves and totally evaporates. Just stay with this awareness for a few more rolls. And rolling back to center, stretch your arms above the head, straighten the legs, release. Exhale, take the arms down by the sides, palms facing the sky. You can come into you can widen your legs if you like for a starfish version of Shavasana, keeping those hips nice and open. Or just with legs closer together and taking deep rest for a few moments. Let's keep our awareness on the area of the hips. Breathing into this area, feeling light energy, coolness, bliss emanating from the hip area. And relaxing the shoulders, allowing them to be soft, cool, light. Feeling the shoulders melting into the earth. Feeling the hips evaporating into the sky. And gently coming back, start to open, rotate your hands, rotate your feet and spread your toes. And then stretch your arms above the head, deepen the breath. Roll the shoulders back. Exhale, hugging the knees. Rolling left and right. And then rolling to the right side of the body. Down the and pressing up into a comfortable seated position to close out the practice. Once again, connecting to your body. Take a moment to connect with your essence deep inside. Relax into the hips, the blissful sensations emanating from the hip area. And we close the practice with 3 Oms. Let's take our arms wide, open the chest, spread the fingers, and as we exhale we draw the hands together and say Om, keeping your hips relaxed, your shoulders open. Inhale. And one more deep inhale. And then place the hands over the closed eyes, relax the eyes, release down the jaw, relaxing the jaw and the chin, placing hands on the shoulders. Inhale, soften the shoulders and release, brushing the hands down to the fingers. Thumbs under the armpits, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release softly down to the hips, soften the hips and go down to the knees, the legs, down to the feet and the toes. Thank you everybody. Namaste. Thank you for joining. My name is Hazam and I was here with WGC. Please don't forget to hit like and subscribe for more of these online yoga videos. Wish you a beautiful rest of your day. Namaste.